Oh, man. Let's talk about it this morning, man. This post said, questions to the brothers. Why do we praise and worship white men, Caucasian men with money, any race for that matter, but when it comes to our black men, our own, we kill, we beef with, we discredit, we despise, we talk down on them with money? I'm just curious about this. Look, I'm about to speak for real, guys. I'm about to tell you the truth that you do not want to hear. And when I make this statement, I'm talking about our culture, not individuals, but I'm talking about our culture as a whole, maybe the regular people. It's the same reason why you go to a black person house and they still have white Jesus in the house. See, I already said a mouthful right there. It's the same reason. What do I mean by that? In their eyes, white is the standard, black is the lesser. I don't want to go around the bush with this one, because this is a conversation that a lot of us have, right? Regardless of all these movements of black empowerment, black women empowerment, black men empowerment, like we need to get up out of the hood, like we need to be one with one another, we need to be unified. There is still underlying issues when it comes to our culture of how we view one another. We can sit here, we can talk that, we can promote that, but what if, you know, that 5 seconds, that instant reaction? I always talk about that. The 5-second instant reaction. Whenever you hear a question and you see something, what is your first initial reaction without thinking it through? What is that? If we can change that, then we really can change our pathway on the things that we're trying to do. See, a lot of us has still like drinking that Kool-Aid that white is better, that white is cooler. Not saying you're gonna come out and say white is cooler than black, but it has been beating our mind for so long, and I'm even talking about way back during slavery time. It has been beating in our mind for so long that white is great. It's engraved in our spirits, in our soul, and it's hard for you to fight against that. Even though that you know that is different from you, it's still hard for you to fight against that. And it has been engraved in your mind, beating your mind, hammered, nailed in your mind that black is bad. So even though that you see your brethren down and you darker than them, you have nothing but animosity towards them. You see, white people live inside the suburbs and you're like, they doing good for themselves. But you see black people live inside the suburbs, oh, they uppity. They too good for their own people. You see white people take their kids to private school, oh, they got money. Dang, wish I could do it. But you see black people take their kids to private school, oh, your kids too good for us, your kids too good for private school. I mean, it's a lot of things like that. It's a lot. You see white people go to McDonald's, oh man, they treating their kids right. All kids want McDonald's. You see black people take their kids to McDonald's, oh, you poor. What, you gonna bigger size it this time? I bet you going to the dollar menu, even though we know the dollar menu do not exist no more. Bet you going to the dollar menu. I'm just saying, this question, I mean, it has a lot of basis to it. And that is a topic of conversation. That's why we are here at Let the Conversation Begin. I'm just